guys. First time doing this, so it's a little weird. I am going to be just showing you how I shave my head. I'm 25 years old, and I started probably noticing that I was thinning out around the age of 21-ish. I used to have a ponytail down to the bottom of my back, and around 21 I started noticing, like, I feel like when I was pulling my hair back, I wasn't really noticing too much. Get a little closer look, and you can see the difference of how thin it is here versus how the rest of how you wish your hair would be. But shaving my head wasn't really a weird thing. I had done it before when I was a teenager, so for me it was like I've done it all: ponytail, bald head, slick back, any style that I wanted to try. So I'm still learning how to do all the editing, but today I'm going to be showing you this new Gillette it comes with the razor, 16 cartridges from Costco, and I explained the price also. I'll probably do this as my intro, and then probably when I'm done with my shave, I'll try to learn how to stitch the video together on why the old one I was using, and I already threw that one away. But this one is actually the same one as this one, right? But this one I've had since 2018, I'd say, and it's still really good. I'll probably end up taking this over to my girl's house just to have this on tap. And I mean, 2023, so 5 years, and there's no problem with this. My father, he had an old school one. It was a 2-blade. And I remember the earliest memories I remember him shaving 2001. I was like 4, and he had that thing for like 15 years, and he only got rid of it just because it was old. It was solid steel, dude. Like, I wish I could have something like that, but this is nice, and I really like the little new improved look. Sorry if my angles are a bit off. So this one was from an original like Christmas package that was gifted to me. So as you can see, the new black one, the new black one still fits pretty much the same, and just allows you to put it on your table here. And this is the older one. This is from still the original 4 blades from 5 years ago. I had a beard about this big. I just cut it off about 2 months ago. And I'll probably do a review later on my new Norco Philips Norelco beard trimmer. I use it to line up the bottom, and then for my cheeks, to be on a budget, my cheeks I still use a straight razor just to get in there, and the cheapest but very clean shave that you could get. Still a bit old school, using Barbasol. I've used the gel, but the thing I don't like about the gel is, like, a little bit goes an extremely long way, so sometimes I just overshoot it because here, let me just wet my hair a little bit. Now usually I'll probably do 5 to 7 days on hair. I want to say I'm probably on about 3 days. I want to say should be about 3 days worth of hair. This is my 3rd day. So if I was to do a little ball like this of this style whipped cream, your grandpa's whipped cream, I put it all over, massage it in, and you can see, like, visually it's gonna spread out. You do probably 1/8 the amount on a gel shaving cream, and Jesus Christ, you'll still pull out the same amount. The problem is with the gel is you also gotta really lather it. I've been shaving my head, I wanna say I had a buzz cut, kept it real short. Can I get a size 2? Then it went to a 1.5, a 1, and I'm still uncomfortable. Like, damn, a lot of my coworkers still remember me with having long hair. Then I felt really comfortable with a size 1/2, but when I would tell them a 0 blade, it just looked wretched. So from a half, looked like a nice 5 o'clock shadow, I'd guess, but the version for your head. I decided to just screw it. I'm 25. I'm old. I'm not in school. I don't need to be shy or embarrassed of anybody. My first impression to anybody else, they're just gonna see me as somebody who shaves my head. There's no reason to be scared about it, but I get it. I definitely wish like I could still grow a minor slick back. We'll do a little more both hands. So usually I do use my opposite hand to get on my left side, my right hand to my left side, get over. I shave with my glasses on up until the last second. When I gotta get over the ear, that's when it gets a little tricky. And then I want to make sure like it's good on my lower neck too. This will be a little weird too, because usually I shave without a shirt. Now, I have a lot left. To kind of save, what I do is I'll grab my cup and I'll just do this, because I'm still gonna do a whole nother coat after this first original one. And this will just not waste it, you know? I mean, it's cheap. It's $2.99 for this. No, this one's probably also $2.99. I just bought a new bigger one for a lot cheaper. I also hope the audio is okay. I didn't know how to start off my YouTube channel, but I started it July 25th, 2023. I didn't even know that my account was considered active since 2014 when I was in high school. So, just gonna grab the blade, take off the cap. Now, I don't know if this will focus or not. Oh, yes it is. So 5 blades, the little alloy on top. The blue is supposed to mimic me stretching my skin, because when you're using a straight razor, especially on this neck area, I line myself up, I will pull my skin to just, if you're crunched up like this and you're doing that, you're gonna cut yourself, or it's gonna be horrible. You're gonna slice, and when you pull it up, you know, you do that, you'll get a nice good shave. Really dig the black, dude. I've been using the chrome one for so long. Wet it. One tip is, if you can, I rent a room, so I'm trying to be mindful of roommates, trying to be fast here. But running hot water will help you degunk. The shaving cream will come off faster of your razor, and also I'll show you right now. So go ahead and start the first. Oh man, now that's nice. Okay, that is beautiful. Look at all that coverage. As you'll see at the end of the video, the razors that I tried to use to save some money, they were horrible. All this surface area I just knocked out, I was getting like 3 passes and it was clunked up. But so this is what will happen, right? You'll have a lot of the shaving cream, but if I can get in a little closer, I'm trying to use the reflection of the mirror here. You see that bottom section? It's filled with, it's so small. Honestly, it's kind of not the best example. But all I'm doing is, as the water's dropping down, I'm trying to hit the back of the blade, and I'm just swishing it back and forth to kind of like, as a brush, right? And the water has its own weight. I'll flip it over, and I'll try to angle it to where the water is going straight through the razors. Again, I'll swivel it, and if you need to, just, you know, you do a double, triple tap on the sink itself if it just doesn't want to declunk. And you really don't see anything clogged up yet. But the problem is, when you're shaving, if your hair is really long, you're gonna have a lot more difficulty. So I'd say if you can do it every 2 to 3 days, consider it maintenance, and it'll just be a breeze. So much easier to maintain, but work gets the best of us. And that's one thing about it that is, if I was to try to sell you on why you should shave your head, if you have hair, I'd keep my hair. I wouldn't be bald. I'm just being honest. Here's a good example. If you see on the left side here, on the left side, bottom 2-3 plates, you see how it's clunking up there? That's normal. This, I'm talking to you as if I'm your first, like, let's say I'm telling my younger brother, hey, this is your first time shaving your face or your head. So if you have the hot water, and normally I'd have it running at a stream, hot, but I don't want it to drown out the audio. I don't want there to be an annoying sound there. So it cleaned off. I would say keep your hair if you can, but if you have to shave, whether it's maybe you're in military, you're law enforcement, maybe you're a chef and you don't like having to wear all these nets. Like when I used to work at a hot link company, I had a beard, so I had to put on a beard net, and that just, and then with COVID, oh my goodness. You got a mask, a beard net, you're already in a full suit disinfecting all the bins. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, well that's a bad example, but I'm bleeding there. I thought I saw Nick. And I guess that's a good example of, you know, any blade can cut you. You don't get sold on trying to buy more expensive. Just use what you're already used to or what you know. Try, it'll cost more money. Like if you just get a 3 or a 5 pack of razors, and it comes like the Mach 3s and the Schwicks. They'll usually have their own like bundle. It's 4 razor blades and the blade itself. Try it. It'll probably cost like what, 12-15 bucks, and I know it's annoying, like Jesus, you gotta spend that kind of money. And I try to get down as low as I can on my neck to just clean it up. And then try to rinse out every few while. When you look at the water when you're rinsing your razor, you'll notice that it looks brown or black. So that's fine. And there's no need to try to clean up the blood, honestly. Once you do it for a while, it just, I'm gonna take a shower right after this. Some people can do it after, but I don't like the feeling of like, you know, I still have the whipped cream, or the whipped cream, the shaving cream. And then for me, when I do get big nicks, and this is the birthmark that I was explaining about in the first recording I did, is that's a birthmark. It's a good bump. Like if you cut a green pea, boom, in half, it's about that dimension. And so I definitely have to like look in the mirror, acknowledge where it's at, and then just be cautious with it. Then the sucky part is you gotta hit it at different angles to get like a nice clean shave. You gotta do a couple of different angles. I'll be editing this, or I'll probably just let it run all the way through. We'll see right now. So as you're pretty much feeling it at the same time, right? I keep going over and over. It feels smooth as a balloon. So move over. There you go. I feel a little bit of the sandpaper sensation is what you can compare it to. And like it looks shaven, but I really like just that it's all gone, all done. So I have glasses, so now this is where, and I'm really blind, you know, so looking at the camera or even my reflection, I just see black, boom, boom. I can't really see, so I really have to get up into the mirror. So all I'm gonna do is I start from the bottom. I'm just gonna, pretend I'm like, actually my eyes are closed. Close your eyes and then just feel as I'm gradually getting closer until I can see in the mirror. Around this ear area, real tricky. I just hold it down, and then I'm gonna kind of do a U shape. So I'm going in, out, just like that. Move my ear, pull it back, in, out, all the way through till I'm done. And I usually like to keep it at my ear entrance, or this little cartilage here. is my cutoff point where I just keep it straight. Then I use my straight razor here and here, because when I do try to use this, and straight razors are super cheap, it's like $6 to $10 to get the frame, and then another $5 to get like a 25 or 50 pack of blades, and the blades snap in half. Unless you have the kind that they're starting to get popular again, straight single blades, so they screw on. You'll just use one side, rotate the blade, screw it back on. I like the snap offs, you know, it just gives me more precision here. And so like, I'm blind as a bat, but I'm still doing it from a distance up until I get about right here. And again, like, if you think you can't do it, again, a little bit of practice, you're gonna nick yourself, but it's not gonna be nothing big. I always shave before a shower. I shower. By then, you got your, what is it, your plasma clogs the cut. Cool. You'll know to slow down a little next time, or it's such a brand new blade. And I was using the 3 blades and I was going like crazy on that one. I guess I can't do it with this one. I'll get in close, look at what I'm doing. I'm doing that U thing that I was talking about. That way I don't got those weird awkward hairs that somebody can point out. Cool. So the whole area behind my ear is clean now. I'll do the left side. Again, I want it to be as hot as possible. It doesn't feel too hot to the touch. Even if it does feel, you're moving so fast. The main thing the hot water does is it keeps it hot. Hot opens up your pores. If I'm using cold water, I'm shaving, but it's keeping the pores closed and tight, which is why you'll probably have other people on YouTube, or even your parents, siblings will tell you, well, take a shower so you can loosen up your hair and then shave your hair even more swiftly. But my personal preference, I just got clean and now I'm shaving. I might bleed. I'll have nicks of hair all around me. I don't want that. This side I have to be extra cautious. Sometimes I just tilt my head a little forward. I'm doing long strokes here. Make sure I don't nick myself on my birthmark. If you have somebody that can help you, like a wife, a girlfriend, sibling, a brother, you know, try to have them all standing there. Hey guys, I'm gonna be asking you guys for help wherever I'm at. If your brother's the guy who cuts your hair for your entire life, then he'll already know what to look for, and you can tell him that you'd like to start shaving your head, and you know, you want him to learn. Your wife, your girlfriend, that'd be nice. You know, you're at home, and instead of spending, I try to search up how to get a straight razor head shave, and on average it's like $50, and I'm like, maybe I could do it to treat myself on payday. You know, I get paid Friday. But $50, I mean, Jesus, that's what I spend on fuel for the week going to work. Usually I close one eye to help me focus on the area I'm trying to shave, because it is really hard to look at such an angle. But I want to say that the majority of my head should be shaved now. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my glasses. This is actually really nice that it's this simple. So I guess what I'll do is I have a nick here, a nick there. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, I caught myself right at that birthmark. Happens every time. So now I'm just gonna have to be kind of swift with it. I wet my hands a little, keep the water running. All that whipped cream that I saved, it just needs to be a good thin lather around your head. All right. And again, you know, you might think it's, ew, you didn't wipe down the blood. Honestly, it's already dried by now. I'm just trying to do a quick coat. We're talking about saving time here. Like you're trying to shave, going to work, or going to a party, going to meet friend's house. I want to say the length of this video, the moment I press play, I don't know. It's, what is that? Is that a 20? Have we been shaving for 20 minutes already? Wow. So my whole head is covered up. On a rare occasion, I'll do a third coat, and that's because I'm being extra picky. Like maybe I'm going to a wedding or something, and I just paranoid that I have one patch of like, oh my goodness. I have a dimple on the very top of my head, and I'll show you guys right now. It's horrible. It's a dimple. All my hairs are growing kind of like this, so I can hit it at almost every angle. Front to back, back to front, sideways, hit it at an angle. I have to put my finger there, feel it, and really press in to get it. And I'll still never get it. But, you know, it's okay. It won't be perfect. I think I agree when people tell me, you know, if somebody's already shaving their head, they don't give a crap about what you got, your opinion, what you're thinking, and neither should you. Again, all these people looking at you, you're worried that you're going to be bald or something. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Everybody respects you for who you are. Get nice and slow. I'm still getting that sandpaper feel. Hit that at a different angle. So usually I'm just going nice and slow all the way up from the bottom of my neck all the way to the top. What I'm doing is trying to make sure I get the most gunk I can, most of that sandpaper feel out the way. I guess I could review the difference. I mean, they say that there's a difference from shaving cream. I've just used this my whole life because that's what my father taught me with. I guess I get a little worried now that I know I'm bleeding, and not just bleeding, it's a good amount. I'm just gonna try to clear off the area. I hope you guys can hear that, because that's why, you see how I'm hitting it at like a 2 o'clock angle? Oh, there you go. That's why I keep going over it, to make sure like it's just a clean shave. That's all I want now. I'm gonna try to be swift and probably hit it. Okay, that was good. The reason I went that slow is because of the amount of blood. If it was a tiny bit of blood, I'd probably be aggressive with it. Your head is very tough. It has hair. It's used to being coarse, cut, and beat up by the sun. Now that I can see, and then you can see it's just a tiny little speck. So for today, leave it. Don't go all crazy trying to shave into it. About 2 days, it'll be another 5 o'clock shadow, or a day, depending on how fast your hair grows. And you'll be able to get it better next time. So I can see where it's at a little bit. Okay. Again, this is officially my first YouTube video, a shaving head thing. I thought maybe it would be an introduction. Oh, but again, the reason I went slowly the first time is I have nicked myself good enough to where it feels like a nail. Like, imagine my skin is this nail. I know it's a little long. And as I'm grazing it, I feel that lifting. All right, we're good. We're done. It's too deep. I'll just leave it. I don't want to nick myself for now. I'm stuck with tissue. I've done it before, 5-10 minutes, and I'm like, Jesus. And then you got like, in the field of work I do, I don't care. But if you're in the office, you don't want that, you know, out of appearance. So I would understand why you just leave it, let the skin stick back, and you'll get to it next time. And then now you can wet your fingers if you want. Now I'm just touching around. So here, you hear that? Hit it at a different angle. Your fingers will tell you, look, if I go up, it's not too bad, but if I go sideways and I put some pressure, I can feel it. And then there's that area I was talking about, my head. So getting nicks is normal. Even if you're a seasoned vet of razor shaving, your last 40 years you've been shaving, you're still gonna cut yourself. Your skin is your skin. It's not perfect, it's not even. I'm still getting used to it. I don't think you guys can see it on camera, but I have a little dimple here that just really golly. I didn't even realize until somebody pointed it out, like, ha, you have a little patch. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I missed it. And then I looked, and I had one of those mirrors that fold out, like boom, boom, and hit a 3 angle. So if you have that, that'd be awesome. That first mirror, pull it out. It's gonna come out this way. I come in like this, and now I'm losing the reflection of that mirror to bounce back and look, did I get every part of my head? Because right now I'm kind of blind. Whatever I leave with, that's it. So that's why I try to get it. Now in the back of my head, I'm very picky. My hair grows this way, down. So now I'm gonna just carefully hit it at that sideways angle to make sure I don't have any stragglers. Same thing for this one. And I know that I have a nice clean shave. Sorry if this video is too long. I'll get better at editing. Maybe having a script. I guess you could call this just raw, straight. I'm just trying to talk to the camera like if I was talking to my friend or my sibling. And that's about it. Normally I would just take this off. Now, if you have a towel, go to Walmart and they have smaller ones than this. I have a gray one that's about, it's a kitchen towel. It's probably about this size or even half. And I usually have it with my laundry basket. Again, like I said, I rent. So a lot of people rent. I'm, from the Bay Area. So this is my laundry basket. I have my toothbrush, deodorant, bar of soap in a case, a couple, very old. Oh, there's a rubber band, very old. I have a comb when I used to comb out my beard. I need to get rid of the comb now. And I'll just set up my little station. I have a little cubby here where I'll very briefly just show you guys. That bottom row is mine. That's where my old razor is at. And now I'm gonna put that one there. Toothbrush, that fell over. I need to get a case for that. All of this, that's the other roommates, so on and so forth. So thank you for tuning in. If you've watched all the way towards the end, thank you so much. Like everybody else says, like and subscribe. It would definitely be cheerful to see some likes and some subscriptions to keep seeing that people are liking my style of videos. There's so many out there and that's intimidating, but maybe my point was easier to get across than others, and that's awesome. Or maybe I talked about other things that you liked. And I guess I'll just finish this off with a straight razor. Since I'm shaving my face, I'll just grab this and line it up. That took about 10 seconds for that side. Hopefully that is focusing. Hopefully that's at a good angle. Same hot water. These are real easy to replace. They pop off, but I'll keep it on because it is a pain in the ass to get it back in. I know I'm in a rush. I like having my cheeks shaven right here, so it just looks very clean. I don't want this to be kind of tidied up on the bottom, but then I got like these cat whiskers like crazy. Like my dad said, like, you're never supposed to shave this because once you do, you done messed up. It's gonna be coarse now. So what I would suggest is if you're young, or you can start it, have your girl pluck them out, painful as hell, or wax them, thread them, or if you think you can just don't mind it, then just shave it. And as the thick ones are kind of coming out, go in the mirror and just pluck those out. I'm just gonna do this dry, but I'm already used to it. I'm just doing a quick cleanup. Gonna go out, knock out errands. This is my first vacation since I've been working since 2014. So I have a week off from work and I decided to go buy a MacBook Pro. I bought this tripod that I am currently recording on, and I bought a gimbal, a Hohem iSteady 6, and it is overheating and giving me an error 3 code. I'm trying to go online and see what it is. There's a couple other people discussing about the overheating and error. I might just return it and get a DJI Osmo 6. But I think I might just, if I end up returning it, I'll return it, pay off the goddamn computer for my credit card, and then I'll be good. I'll probably get a gimbal after that because I need to learn how to edit, and I don't think I need to be spending money on some of the side stuff. It's okay to have all the gear, but I don't even know how to use the damn thing. I could barely use an Excel spreadsheet. But at least I have my boy. Shouts out to Oscar Ramos. I'm trying to get him to do his own channel. My name is Adrian Salazar. You know, he's gonna help me with the editing. So I'm gonna hop in the shower. That's about it. Thank you for tuning in. And here, let's see if I can just take this off so I can show you guys the stand that I was using, because I have no idea what in the world I was doing. This was 26 and change out the door on Amazon. I love it, and extends as high as this touches my chin, and I'm 5'10", so that's a good idea. Alrighty, thank you guys. Have a nice day. Alrighty, you guys. I'm going to just be doing a quick small review of the Gillette Pro Glide Plus. Right, these are from Costco, the big packs. And the reason I got this one, I just got it yesterday for $52 and some change out the door. This one was the original one I had gotten trying to budget because I shaved my head. This was a 36 count for Gillette Custom Plus. It has a 36 count inside. They're little, just individual razors. They're triple blade, and honestly, for maybe face shaving, I do not use these for face shaving. I have a straight razor that I line up my beard with. So given that, I would say if you were on a budget, this would be okay to use for your face, but it will lack comfortability. Definitely tugs. Definitely does not have a good glide on your head. I feel like I'm overdoing it, especially when, I mean, you know, your head is a lot more rounder, so I'm a little more aggressive, trying to shave faster. You know, it can be the difference of being able to shave with experience 20 minutes. You know, I'm still a beginner, I'd say. This I was pushing like 30-40 minutes, just having to go over and over. I have a birthmark on my head, so every single time I was shaving with this one, the Gillette Custom Plus 3 from Costco, I was nicking myself and bloody mess. So I have an original pack of these, right, from the Gillette Pro Glide Plus that I was gifted about 3 years ago, and it looks just like this one, and it was I think it was a Christmas edition. So let's see if we can get this to focus. So this is the Gillette Pro Glide Plus, and the reason I know it's the same model is because you see that little needle there? It's supposed to bend, contouring. It's supposed to contour with your, and I really like this color. It's all black, real nice, all black. The one I have is like gray and chrome. So exact same model, and has the 5 blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get that to focus. Has the little aloe vera strip, I believe that's what it is, and the little rubber on the bottom. So what it says it's supposed to do is comfort boost technology, right? I've used mock before, and some of those really feel slippery. Like I can feel that coating on my face when I used to shave my face. It has a precision trimmer on the backside, right above here. Get that to focus. Be the only object. So there's a little microblade there, and usually I'll use that microblade only for the top edge of my sideburns, so that way when I'm shaving my beard I have a definition, and it'll help, you know, get into the little nook and cranny. But I want to point out the reason I was trying to so I can get this to focus. Jesus Christ. The reason I did not get the Gillette Pro Glide was because obviously the price difference. I was trying to budget, and I was trying to figure out how can I shave my head once to twice a week and save money. So I think this one came out to, I have a photo of it, but I want to say it came out to like 35, 36-ish. Don't quote me, but it was a big difference. It was at least a $20 difference, and I was trying to do some math. 36 razors. I can use one once a week, and what I will say is this: since it has less razors, the razors are more lifted out and gapped versus the 5 razor. So the thing I was having trouble with the 5 razor was if I were to go 5 to 7 days without shaving, really difficult to knock out that bulk. And so the less razors, I did notice it helped, but you know, honestly, these I would say on the 3rd shave with the original clip. So this razor clip I have on my 3rd shave, it was done. Like I put that as my number. I told myself maybe I could get a 4th out of it if I really wanted to, but I wasn't going to try to push it. You can see the 5 razors right there. You see how thin they are. Look at how thin and micro that is. And I'll just pull out one of these. See if you can see a bigger gap on that. Just the 3 razors. The quality of the blade is also like definitely more sucky. I was gonna even try to do the Dollar Shave, or I think there's another one called Harry's, but all the reviews were talking about they had apparently upgraded their blade, and I didn't like the idea of the comments when they were like the new blade sucked. And I want to say that that's probably what they were experiencing, is just that quality of blade was like, whoa, versus this. If I shave with this bad boy, like I feel it. It's smooth, it glides, cutting. And that nick that I told you about, my birthmark, this, maybe if I hit it too fast or at a wrong angle, I'm very cautious. It's right behind my ear. Actually, this is a perfect photo. I have it like right there. So it's like I have indentation. There's a bump there. It's a good size, you know. So like this would honestly be 1 out of 2, 1 out of every 3 I'd actually bleed from cutting myself. If I was careful, I wouldn't bleed at all. This sucker was a bloodbath every single time. Don't matter how. And like the sucky part with this razor is like I was leaving to try to be nice and comfortable. I was leaving. I know it wasn't visible, but I could feel it. I wasn't getting all the hairs. So now it's just I have a big patch of like my birthmark in the middle and a good patch of like I didn't get that close shave. So far what I like about this is, minus these little single ones, and even these are a bit loose, I like that they're in these cartridges, really easy to store. So I'm just gonna line them up in my little bathroom cabinet that I have, and then just put these individually and use these up first, right? Unfortunately, if I would have known about this, I just threw out my old case from the original one. Those 4 razors, I had them for like maybe 3 years, just because like I didn't shave my hair before, and now I do. So I just had them for so long, and then again I grew up my beard for like a year and a half. So you know, I finally trimmed it down, and now I'm trying to get into like what are good razors to use. So I'm going to be using them and see how they work. Costco pack is all I'm aiming for is that budget. So it has that 1 razor, 16 cartridges, and you can see the difference of 36. So I was like, cool, for a $20 saving, I'm also pretty much doubling with an extra 4 the amounts of razors I had. That's what my goal was. I was like, maybe this bad boy will last me all year, but nope. I'd rather spend a little bit extra and have to go maybe a second round to buy maybe every 6 months. This will last me,
Okay, if I could get 2 shaves out of it, I'd dispose of one. So that means I'd be using 2 razors a month. So what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I already have a year's worth with the extra couple if I wanted to shave my face, I guess. Because shaving your head really beats or wears down that blade. And hopefully this video helps somebody out on if you're gonna get something cheaper. It'll work. And I would say if you have thinner hair too, it might work for you. I would say I have coarser hair, but I'm thinning out, so that's why I'm just you know, just trying to get the hang of it. And I'm only 25, so I'm still new to the game on like just trying to figure out what blades are good, techniques on shaving my head. And thank you.